The highest activity a human being can attain is learning for understanding, because to understand is to be free. I do not know how to teach philosophy without becoming a disturber of the peace. None are more taken in by flattery than the proud, who wish to be the first and are not. We feel and experience ourselves to be eternal. The good which every man, who follows after virtue, desires for himself he will also desire for other men. A free man thinks of death least of all things, and his wisdom is a meditation not of death but of life. The less the mind understands and the more things it perceives, the greater its power of feigning is. And the more things it understands, the more that power is diminished. No matter how thin you slice it, there will always be two sides. If you want the present to be different from the past, study the past. Men are mistaken in thinking themselves free. Their opinion is made up of consciousness of their own actions, and ignorance of the causes by which they are determined. Minds, however, are conquered not by arms, but by love and nobility. We feel and know that we are eternal. Will and intellect are one and the same thing. I saw that all the things I feared and which feared me had nothing good or bad in them save in so far as the mind was affected by them. Nothing forbids man to enjoy himself, save grim and gloomy superstition. I have made a ceaseless effort not to ridicule, not to bewail, not to scorn human actions, but to understand them. Peace is not the absence of war. It is a virtue, a state of mind, a disposition of benevolence, confidence, justice. He alone is free who lives with free consent under the entire guidance of reason. All things excellent are as difficult as they are rare. Only in relation to our imagination can things be called beautiful or ugly, well-ordered or confused. Don't cry and don't rage. Understand. Those who know the true use of money, and regulate the measure of wealth according to their needs, live contented with few things. Hatred is increased by being reciprocated, and can on the other hand be destroyed by love. I do not know how to teach philosophy without becoming a disturber of established religion. Things are not more or less perfect, according as they delight or offend human senses, or according as they are serviceable or repugnant to mankind. The more you struggle to live, the less you live. Give up the notion that you must be sure of what you are doing. Instead, surrender to what is real within you, for that alone is sure. Reason cannot defeat emotion, and emotion can only be displaced or overcome by a stronger emotion. When a man is prey to his emotions, he is not his own master. What Paul says about Peter tells us more about Paul than about Peter. Be not astonished at new ideas. For it is well known to you that a thing does not therefore cease to be true because it is not accepted by many. I would warn you that I do not attribute to nature either beauty or deformity, order or confusion. Only in relation to our imagination can things be called beautiful or ugly, well-ordered or confused. There is no hope unmingled with fear, and no fear unmingled with hope. No reason compels me to maintain that the body does not die unless it is changed into a corpse. And, indeed, experience seems to urge a different conclusion. Sometimes a man undergoes such changes that I should hardly have said he was the same man. Blessedness is not the reward of virtue, but virtue itself. Nature offers nothing that can be called this man's rather than another's, but under nature everything belongs to all. All happiness or unhappiness solely depends upon the quality of the object to which we are attached by love. Nothing in nature is random. A thing appears random only through the incompleteness of our knowledge. Love is nothing but joy with the accompanying idea of an external. He who has a true idea simultaneously knows that he has a true idea, and cannot doubt of the truth of the thing perceived. Every person should embrace those dogmas that he, being the best judge of himself, feels will do most to strengthen in him love of justice. Whether this desire for sex is moderate or not, it is usually called lust. By reality and perfection I mean the same thing. Hatred is increased by being reciprocated, and can on the other hand be destroyed by love. Hatred which is completely vanquished by love, passes into love, and love is thereupon greater than if hatred had not preceded it. Blessed are the weak who think they are good because they have no claws. The more you struggle to live, the less you live. Give up the notion that you must be sure of what you are doing. Instead, surrender to what is real within you, for that alone is sure. You are above everything distressing. I call him free who is led solely by reason. Things which are accidentally the causes either of hope or fear are called good or evil omens. The supreme mystery of despotism, its prop and stay, is to keep men in a state of deception, and with the specious title of religion to cloak the fear by which they must be held in check, so that they will fight for their servitude as if for salvation. The more clearly you understand yourself and your emotions, the more you become a lover of what is.